Alright, let's begin. Hello, and welcome to DeathMaster's Corpse Corner, with some more Quest for Glory for Shadows of Darkness, and its amazing main menu theme. But yeah, since we last left off, what was the last thing we did? Oh yeah, we went and met the Rizalka. We've explored around town. We've done a whole bunch of things.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
Hello to you too.
What is it you want?
To tell the Burgermeister about your adventures in Shapir.
So, you are the son of a sultan. Your stories are better than 1001 Nights.
Hey, 32-bit kid. Alright. Do you have anything new? Oh yeah, he has a bunch of things.
This town was quiet until you arrived. I am keeping my eye on you. Castle Borgov is north of the town. The last of the Borgov family left this valley years ago. Now it is inhabited by some cousin. The people of the castle do not bother this town. I suggest strongly that you do not bother the people of the castle. It used to be that the only monsters around here were the occasional wyverns. Now there are many dangerous things in the valley. It is safe only within the town gates. Dr. Cranium is an idiot and a madman. If you are wise, you will stay away from him. Nikolai is an old man and easily confused. His wife has been missing for years now. He cannot face the fact that she is gone.
Alright.
Try not to make a nuisance of yourself.
Alright, well, let's go visit the general store lady.
It's you again. It's been a quiet day so far. Made it back, did you? So what can I do for you this time?
To tell Olga some of the things you did before coming here.
Oh my, you certainly have been to some outlandish places. So, must be nice for you to be back in real civilization again, huh?
If you say so.
Yeah, my sad departed husband. His name was Boris. Gone 3 years now. He was such a good man.
Boris, the same guy who's guarding the gate out west.
This used to be such a nice place to live. Things can only get worse, as my Boris used to say. With the swamp cutting us off and keeping visitors away, business is poor. With so many monsters running around at night, won't surprise me if we wake up one morning and find we're all dead here.
You tell Olga that the gatekeeper's name is Boris Stovich, and ask if they're related.
Aha! So that's where the so-and-so went. Huh? Tell him he's a rotten no-goodnik.
Alright.
I expect
Guess
you
I'll go do that.
going adventuring some more. Well, I suppose the gravedigger has some room left at the cemetery? As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
What is it this time? What do you want from me this time?
To tell the Burgermeister what you're trying to do in Mordavia.
You are a good talker, I'll grant you that. If you do half the things they say you will do, then I'll be very surprised.
I'm not sure what we're trying to do at the moment either. We just got here. We have no clue why we're here. Alright, he's got nothing new.
Be careful out in the forest. It can be very dangerous there. Try to avoid getting into trouble. I would not like to have you in my jail, after all.
The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work. You tell Igor about your adventures since your last visit. Igor listens while he works, but doesn't comment.
Alright. Alright, nothing new from him.
He looks at you and then goes back to work.
Alright, let's visit the dock.
Ah, you're just in time to witness a magnificent scientific experiment. I have managed to harness the very primal force of lightning at my beck and call. Now I shall use it to create life itself. Watch this.
Think you missed, pal.
That was not quite the experimental result I expected. But never mind that. It is merely a momentary setback in the annals of science. I shall readjust the magnetic electrical stimulation system and try again another day.
You say hello to the scientist.
It is good to see you again. I trust the Antwerps gave you no trouble?
Nope.
You start to tell Dr. Cranium about yourself and your adventures, but he quickly interrupts.
But there is nothing so adventurous as pursuing a career in science. Did you?
Oh, whoops.
You started.
But there is nothing so adventurous as pursuing a career in science. Did you know, for instance, that simple scientific principles can be applied to the creation of potions for healing and curing poison?
That's why I'm here, mostly.
You tell Dr. Cranium about your first adventures in the Spielberg Valley. He seems vaguely interested in your tales of the Baron and his children, but his eyes positively light up when you mention the Antwerp.
Ah, so you are the Spielberg hero. I went there on an Antwerp gathering expedition a few months ago. The people there are still talking about your adventures.
Oh.
You continue by telling Dr. Cranium of your encounters with the eccentric wizard Erasmus, the deadly kobold magic user, and the ogress Baba Yaga.
Turned her into a frog? Oh, such poppycock. There is a perfectly straightforward scientific explanation for all of those events. There is no such thing as magic.
Alright.
Understanding and harnessing the power of nature is just one aspect of science. By observing and performing experiments based on the observations, the scientist increases our understanding of the world around us. Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly.
Well, thank you.
Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen collection.
Of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one.
Alright.
Antwerps are a truly fascinating species. They reproduce by splitting into a number of tiny Antwerps, each with their own genetic code. They cannot split voluntarily, however. They only reproduce when cut or stabbed. My test Antwerps came from Spielberg Valley, where there was an Antwerp population explosion last spring.
That may have been our fault.
I have come to the conclusion that lightning is electrical in nature, which would put it in the realm of fire. Fortunately, there have been an increasing number of storms here lately, so I have been able to harness some of the lightning and store it for experimental use. I am convinced that the primal force of life is electrical in nature. Of course, it must also involve water for life, and pizza, without which life would be boring. My neighbor Nikolai is not actually as old as he now appears. He has been very unhappy since his wife's disappearance some 15 years ago.
Oh
I
my.
can understand his disappointment. She never brought me back the berries I needed for an experiment.
Well, aren't you pleasant? Alright, bye.
You say goodbye.
Oh, it is always a pleasure to have one such as you visit. Perhaps I should wait a day or two before resuming my Frankie experiment. It is very important that the right person stay in charge here.
Sure, whatever, bud.
You greet the old man.
We have met before, I think. I am Nikolai. Have you met my Anna? She is... well, I do not know where she is. I am looking for her. Yes, well, I keep looking for Anna. Will you help me find her? She's missing. Anna has been gone for a long time. I have been looking for her for so very long. I do not know what has become of my Anna.
You say goodbye.
If you see Anna, tell her I am looking for her.
Alright. Well, let's head out of town then. Got a few places to go. Actually, first off, because I didn't show it off last time, we got a couple new spells last time. First, of course, was Protection, which we've shown off. That's combat spell. But we also got this.
The glide
Glides.
spell only works on liquid.
Well, there's liquid right here.
The glide...
What if I get closer?
The glide...
Alright, it's not letting me do it. Maybe I can do it out at the lake. Not lake. Arana's Garden. Yeah, so this is what Glide does. It lets us float over water. It has exactly one use in this game, which we'll get to later. It's also a game of spell exclusive to this game because they did not bring it back for the sequel. For a multitude of reasons. Anyway. Yeah. Let's see what this is about. Is it Leshy?
Tell the creature it's called the Lishi.
Ah, that's the price of too much fame. Now you've gone and guessed my name.
Yeah. We were told about this guy last time when we were reading books.
Lishi, Lishi, look and see. In a bush or up a tree. Lishi, Lishi, riddle rhyme. Can you solve them every time?
Well, let's find out. Or not. He's gone. We'll deal with him more later. Uh-oh. Speaking of dealing. Oh, the rabbit's back. Oh, got him.
There is absolutely nothing in the little rabbit's fanny.
Oh, yeah, can't go that way.
Your protection spell has worn off.
So,
Colorful wagons surround the fire pit in this authentic Moldavian gypsy camp. You've heard that gypsies like to keep to themselves, but surely they won't mind just one visitor.
I guess we'll find
You
out.
sense a feeling of wariness from around you. You are clearly not welcome here.
Lol. So yeah, we were told about these people too. The travelers.
Go away! We allow no strangers in our camp. Leave immediately!
You introduce yourself.
We care not who you are. Just leave!
You greet the man and the wolves.
Leave. You are not welcome.
Alright.
You say goodbye. The young man just glares at you.
So yeah. The traveler camp. Corner of the map. We will be dealing with them eventually at some point. So right now they don't want to talk to us. Nope. Circle back to Leshy.
Two and two and two make six. A little bush is in a fix. If you save a plant from goo, I can help you with a clue.
Hmm.
You say, hello, but there is no response. You tell the Lishi. You guess it's some sort of bush.
Oh, you're just guessing. I want you to bring me a shrubbery.
Alright.
Worked once, you try again.
No fair. You've already guessed that one.
Alright.
You say goodbye to the creature, but here...
So yeah. He wants us to bring him a bush, eh? Well, as it happens, I know where one is. So I think I need to go.
You cast.
Ah, there. Oh, why didn't you? Hold still. This rabbit kicking my ass.
There is abs. You straight. It doesn't. You grab.
Whoop, I didn't. Whatever.
You grab.
Yeah, I'll probably have to
Your
do throwing
protection
practice.
spell has.
Throwing practice at some point.
You get in some climbing practice, but you really can't see any more from up the tree than from the ground. In fact, you can scarcely see the forest for the trees. You get you 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 get
Getting there. Hmm.
after some.
Yeah. Back to the swamp. And back to here. Yeah, this is the
Delicately
tree.
crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark, unhealthy-looking goo.
Hmm.
That loosened up the rock pile somewhat. You didn't hit it with enough force to completely clear the pile.
Again. There we go.
You blast the rock pile with a force bolt. You can't reach the bonsai from here, and the ledge is too slippery for you to climb up.
Alright, well in that case, let's fetch the tree.
Your magical lasso encircles the bonsai bush and gently draws it out of the grimy goo. Carefully clean the plant, then put it away.
Alright. So while we're here, can we get some
You
goo?
slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy goo. You
And another
slowly-
one. Just for fun.
The path is incredibly slippery. You can scarce...
No, I don't want to go up. Yeah. This, by the way, is where our float spell is going to come into play once we actually need to use it. No. Almost there.
Hello.
Hello.
Two and two and two make six. A little bush is in a fix. If you save a plant from goo, I can help you with a clue. 6 and 7 make 13. Plant it in a garden green.
Alright.
Flowers bloom and waters flow. Plant the bush where it will grow.
Alright. As it happens, I know a place. Yes, there's a hole dug here in the garden.
You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape some of the rich soil around it. In moments, the bush begins to grow and blossom before your eyes.
Well, alright. Help save a tree.
After all the work it took you to get the bonsai bush and plant it here,
Yeah, no. Alright. Alright, let's go back to the leashy, see what kind of clue he has for us.
Na 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 na.
the bush seems to be... You didn't manage to...
Na na.
The bush...
Na 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 na. Na. Oops! Hi there! Three and three make 9. Who lives among the watery brine?
There's
Squishy,
Zalka.
squishy riddles make. Tell me now who's in the lake. One and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
Alright. Whatever that means. We will deal with that later because we don't have anything to do with that. Instead, let's go visit Boris. Hello, rabbit.
You can't... Your weapon... There is...
Welcome again to the gates of the Castle Borgov. I hope that you've been enjoying your visit to Moldavia. I am happy to know you're finding your way in Moldavia. I'm sure you will find this a most exciting place to visit.
Your protection spell has worn off.
Thank you.
My wife has been gone for many years now. I am very sorry, but I can only open this gate by the command of the Master. The Master seldom leaves the castle and has few guests. I do not know if anyone at the castle is named Katrina. My house is just inside the gates, and I seldom see anyone from the castle. Since the last boyar passed away many years ago, the castle has been uninhabited until recently. Now it is owned by the Master, who is also my employer. It is not a bad job. I am paid well and on time.
Alright.
You tell Boris what Olga said about him. He blushes.
Olga was always opinionated. I grew tired of listening to her complain about me all the time.
Glitch and I skipped a few steps.
You have been very lucky so far in Moldavia. May you never meet something you cannot handle. Be careful in your travels. You never know what you may meet. Good luck, and may your feet move faster than the thing that chases you.
Alright. Let's go visit the Rusalka. Oh. Again.
You cast your weapon. You have a strange, disquieting feeling along with a sense of sorrow, longing, and unfulfilled desires as you near the lake. The briny lake seems to draw you towards it.
Hi again. I'd hoped you'd come back. It gets lonely here with no one to talk to but the fish. You know, we'd better not touch. I'd have to drag you to your death, and I really don't want to do that. You've been kind to me, and I like you. Welcome back. You seem to be finding your way nicely in Mordavia. You sure have been a lot of places. The only place I've been besides the lake is a swamp, and that's not exactly a tourist attraction. I may have been places while I was alive, but I can't remember back that far. Mermaid? What do I know of mermaids? I'm a Rusalka. You do realize I'm undead, don't you? I mean, it's not like I have a life here.
Alright.
I live, well, maybe not live exactly, but I do reside here. It's a nice lake, but as a recreation area, it leaves something to be desired. The only boats around here are sitting at the bottom. Fishing tends to catch the fishermen. The swimming's pretty good if you don't mind drowning. All in all, it's not an ideal vacation spot. The swamp to the southeast is a very scary place. I swam there once out of curiosity. I was combing the weed and goo from my hair for weeks afterwards. The will-o'-the-wisps were friendly enough, but those grasping arms, ugh. Weirdest of all were the creatures standing guard near some sort of tomb. Well, I'm not going back to that swamp for anything. Will-o'-the-wisps are the souls of lost children. They play around the swamp at night. They look like little sparkles of light. Watch it, though. They love to play hide-and-go-seek in the swamp, and most people who try to follow them there don't return. I call it a tomb, but it was more like some sort of pillar. It felt magical and very, very cold, even to me. I stay as far away from it as I can. Scary. The guards near the tomb were really weird. They looked like they had been human once. Now I don't know what they are. Well, they aren't dead or undead, as far as I can tell. Just awful. The grasping arms will try to drag anyone into the swamp. Now, they can't get you if you stick to the grassy areas, but I don't recommend you go visiting there. I swim a lot and comb my hair and look for people to drag to their deaths. It's not exactly a busy schedule.
All right.
It was great talking to you again. Come back soon.
See you later.
Your protection.
All right.
After some rest.
Go ahead.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
You push the Dark One sign into the...
Oh yeah, so we were in this part before. This time, let's go into the basement.
happily gorges itself on the garlic. Hector looks much less hungry and perhaps a little less dangerous now.
Yeah. So we are
There
technically...
is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare. This is a dangerous place. You probably knew that. Handle with care. An incredible sensation of evil emanates from over by the book. That seems like an excellent thing to avoid.
Alright, so yeah, technically everything in the monastery we're not supposed to know about yet. Because they don't... It takes a little while for you to actually learn the quote-unquote plot. Like, this is a lot of, like, just wandering around trying to figure out what's going on early on. But for purposes of moving things along, we're going to, go and learn some stuff now. Yeah, there's a few things down here. First and foremost,
Swirling cloud of undoubtedly poisonous gas surrounds the desk for a few seconds after your spell opens it. Then the cloud subsides.
alright, let's see what we got.
Right through the Mad Monk's desk, you find the diary of Amontillado. Boy, was this guy wacko. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, it does give you some information about the Dark One rituals. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul. The next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it. The mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping. Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual? Your rifle, it's the neck. Now there's...
So yeah.
You tap the huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up.
Oh, that looks bad.
Man, have you got a headache? Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet. The scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has a symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it.
Do you know what? For purposes of doing this right, just know that's there.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from...
We still go into the general store.
The general...
How about here?
You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door. They all turn to stare at you, then go back to talking.
Alright.
I know little of the forest, for I seldom leave my inn. You should speak with the Burgomeister. Perhaps he can tell you more about it.
You get a fine meal of roast lamb garnished with red cabbage. Oh, and liberally flavored with garlic.
I do not gossip.
Alright. How about you guys? Do you gossip?
Look, here we are sitting around here minding our own business, Cochise, and here you waltz up and interrupt us.
Yeah, here's $10. Get a real haircut, okay? You don't seem to realize we're very important men around here.
Right. Just because no one else seems to think so doesn't invalidate the point.
You know, our little town's remained unchanged for generations.
Oh yeah, our forefathers have always lived here in peace and quiet.
Except for the time when the cult came here.
Ooh, the cult. Well, they're all a bunch of strangers anyway.
Yeah, very strange. They didn't have much to do with the town, you know?
Yeah, hardly anything. Just building that monastery here and all moving inside, that's all.
But The cult did keep mostly to themselves.
Yeah, he's right. No one had much to do with them. They were a very peaceful, quiet kind of cult.
Yeah, really great people to be around, except for the strange noises and horrible screams that rose from the monastery at night.
That all happened many, many years ago.
Oh yeah, the cult broke up. They've all got kids of their own now.
Yeah, well, what about the Chernovi in the forest, huh?
Come to think of it, no one knows if
Oh, whoops.
that all...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, what about the Chernovi?
Come to think of it, no one knows if they're alive or what.
Yeah, for all we know, they might just be wild stories to frighten little children and me.
And what about the Dark Ones?
Put a sock in it, will you? There are some things we must not speak about, Ivan. You know that.
Well, excuse me all to pieces.
We don't go for that rumor spreading stuff here, do we, Ivan?
No way, Hans.
Oh, never. Oh, except for that one little cocktail waitress, you know. But we don't gossip about our neighbors in Moldavia, do we, Ivan?
Well, no, but you did used to tell everyone about the time Olga caught Boris drinking with us when he was supposed to be minding the store.
Hey, hey, hey. That wasn't gossip, it was just a semi-funny story.
And Franz, what about the story you tell about the time you saw Yuri and Bella in the garden one night?
What was that?
Hey, you're okay, all right?
So you see, we do not spread rumors here. Pardon me while I wax eloquent, but once, many years ago, huge herds of fragrant elephants roamed freely in this particular valley.
Oh yeah. In the good old days, peanut farming would have made you a billionaire.
Once, long ago, I had a successful career, and I was also an elephant herder.
Everyone used to have a pet elephant.
Oh yeah, I remember mine. I married her.
Yeah, she was great for vacuuming up peanuts from your rugs.
Not only that, but elephants are very clean and modest as well. They always went bathing with their trunks, don't you know?
Yeah, nice thing about elephants. Very easy to housebreak, you know? They hardly ever made mistakes. Huh, unless they got excited, okay?
Unfortunately, elephants get excited easily. A lot of houses got broken that way. This really brings back sad memories. Please, let's talk about something uplifting like last year's famine.
They all ignore you as usual.
Alright.
There is no response. Whoever... You unlock... You take a clove of garlic in case you meet an Italian... After some rest... This is not a... You light the candle. You put... Trying to be a rugged individualist, are you? You light the lamp. You put out the lamp. It's too dangerous. You'd have to climb over the roof to get out. You unlock it. open the window and gently float down to the street below. A shiver of cold comes over you. You sense no danger, but even so, you find yourself afraid.
There is one for whom I weep. She lies in her watery grave, her heart broken by a lover untrue. Speak with the gypsies on how to free her spirit.
Well, they don't want to
Free
speak
the
to me.
Rusalka and heal her sorrow.
No. It's our first
The massive gate to this town is securely barred to protect it from things that go...
flyover.
After some rest...
Alright, there's one thing we can do out here at night. Have to remember where it is.
Hello. Can you help me? I seem to be lost. Everything is so strange. I lost my way home. Please, can you help me find my way? I'm trying to find my way home. I keep getting lost. Can you show me the way to town?
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Curious.
There you are. What happened to you? I thought you were going to show me the way to town.
You disappeared.
Things are so strange. Did you go away? Why are you greeting me again? What's wrong with me? What's happened to me? Everything is so strange. I don't understand. I live in town. Somewhere in town. I've got to get home. I am looking for berries. The wild blackberries should be ripe now. I want to surprise my husband with a pie. It's getting dark now, and I need to get home. Why are you saying that? Why are you trying to hurt me? I'm lost and I don't understand what's going on. Why are you... Don't leave me. Please don't leave me. I'm so frightened here. Please don't talk so. It's bad luck to speak of the dead.
The ghostly
Uh-oh. Well, this thing wasn't affected by that. Been a while since we had a proper zombie fight.
You find some copper kopecks on the no longer undead.
I don't understand. Every time I try to follow you, I find myself here again. Why can't I leave this place? Why can't I go home? Where did you go? Why did you leave me here alone? I can't remember. I can't even think of my own name. What's wrong with me? Every time I try to go anywhere, I keep returning here. Why am I so lost? Everything is so hazy when I try to think of things. It's like trying to look at things far, far away. I should be able to remember my own home, shouldn't I? No, no, it can't be, no!
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
I remember now. I was walking home. Something started to chase me. I tried to run. Something knocked me over and everything went black. I'm dead, aren't I? I really can't go home again. I'm just a ghost. Forgive me my manners. It's just that I'm not used to the idea that I'm dead. My name was Anna. I can remember things now. But everything is like a faded dream. It seems so strange to think of myself as a ghost. Everything is blurry. There's no day or night, only this shadowy landscape. I want to go from here, but I cannot leave. I can only wait. I can remember my house now. I lived beside the tall oak tree near the center of town. I've been gone so long. My poor, poor Nikolai. Goodbye and farewell.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Now, is there another one? Well, there's a zombie.
Your weapon. You cast the protections. You find some copper kopecks on the...
Alright, let's try this again. Alright, yeah, she's back.
I remember now. I was walking home. Something started... I'm dead, aren't I? You're so kind to me. Not many people I know would take the time to be polite to a ghost. I cannot leave this spot. Nor would I leave until I have my Nikolai beside me again. If you see him, please tell him I love him.
Alright.
Nikolai is my true love. I cannot bear to leave without at least saying farewell to him. Thank you for helping me understand about being a ghost. I would be lost here forever without you. Farewell. And please, if you see Nikolai, speak to him for me.
Alright.
Ghostly apparition vanishes.
Alright. Gotta deliver the bad news to Nikolai.
I remember now. I'm dead.
Your protections.
You're so...
Alright, that's the same as before. Alright.
Thank you for helping. Farewell.
The ghost...
Alright, in that case, let's go back to town. Oh,
You
nope.
feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere.
I do not want to go this way. Do not want to deal with that thing yet. Yes. Say hello to the pumpkins.
Faces on the jack-o'-lanterns glow like malevolent demons, waiting for an unwary victim to come within their grasp. The face... You've never been very good at... You're getting some good practice in climbing. You're getting some good... You def...
Alright, there's one other thing we...
You're getting some good climbing practice. You're getting... You're get... You're get... You're get... You're get... You're get... You're...
There we go. Everyone's on the bed. They have not. God damn it.
You unlocked... The stone carvings of the dark building seem to writhe in the moonlight. You get the feeling that they are hungry and waiting for something or someone. A sense of great danger and hunger comes from near the door of the massive stone building.
Yeah, avoid that. Let's go inside.
After some rest,
Let's work out.
your legs are too stiff and sore. Any more weight might strain your muscles. You'll get...
Yeah, I know. How about now? There we go.
You have the feeling you are being watched.
You hero? Mordavia big hero need. Plenty powerful hero. Maybe you be soon. Learn much, practice much. Soon plenty big hero. Not many big people see Domovoy. Most not look. You something special. Maybe so?
So yeah, this thing above the fireplace.
In where I am living. In Domovoy am I. Luck I bring. Way things go now, think most luck bad. Things at inn not good. No people come. Innkeeper and wife very, very unhappy. Mordavia very, very sad place. Even Domovoy cannot help here. Oh, too much dark magic. Too much we speak. Too much I talk. Sometime else we speak. Sometime else I talk. Domovoy am I. Domovoy I be. Over places Domovoy watch. Protect the inn, do I. By big people Domovoy not seen. You stranger are. Maybe hero, maybe not. Show myself to you I do. Speak to you I will. Maybe good things for people will you do. Maybe good thing for Domovoy you do. Some night soon, talk we will again. Domovoy good luck bring? Maybe Domovoy help you. You Domovoy help. Bad place here anymore. Good many years ago, but going very bad now. Many bad things here. You find out. Maybe talk again. You come down other night. Maybe have much to say.
Alright.
You unlock the door to...
Anyway. Let's go sleep in the dirt. Time for some more nightmares.
You have returned to this wonderful place between worlds. You are again filled with the joy of being truly alive. You find yourself dancing at the heart of the cosmos. You spin and the universe swirls with you and around you. Suddenly, something calls out to you. You feel a coldness rapidly devouring you. You falter in fear as you remember what happened the last time you were here. The voice calls again, and you feel trapped, helpless. The closer you get to that voice, the greater the fear. It is a voice of pain, a voice of death. You flee in terror.
Alright.
You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
Still you remain. What is it you want?
To tell the Burgermeister...
So you... Try not to...
Alright. Let's go to the general store first. Tell Olga about,
Back again so soon. What have you heard lately?
heard your husband say some bad things about you.
So, you haven't been eaten yet. We'll see how long you last traipsing about everywhere when you should be staying in this nice, safe town.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Moldavia.
And be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all.
Alright.
You tell Olga that Boris says she complains about him all the time.
Well, if he'd ever been here to get his work done instead of spending all his time carousing at the inn, I wouldn't have had to complain. And you can tell him I said so, huh? Listen, you make sure, and you tell that good-for-nothing how much I resented having to sit here doing his work for him while he was off carousing with those other fools.
Alright.
You take care. Don't want to see your funeral. You hate that walk to the cemetery. Yeah, good night, and don't let the bedbugs bite, as my husband used to say.
Alright. Let's go eat some breakfast, too.
It's sausage and peppers fried with garlic.
Alright.
Ah, so you are back. The castle was once that of the boyar. Now we do not know who lives there. Besides the ones that come in here in the evening, there are quite a few others. You probably have met the shopkeeper, the gravedigger, and the burgomeister. And then there's Nikolai, and that crazy Dr. Cranium. He is a harmless old man who wanders around looking for his dead wife. must be ashamed to grow old all alone. Dr. Cranium came to Mordavia several years before the swamp closed off the pass. No one knows much about him, but no one trusts him. It is rumored that he conducts strange experiments. The shopkeeper knows everything that goes on in town. She also makes a delicious avocado and garlic sandwich, which she sells as rations.
I don't know about delicious.
The burgomeister keeps to himself and lives in his office. The gravedigger is a strange one, though he is a good carver of tombstones and digger of graves. I do not. I am well, as always. I know little of the forest, for
Alright.
The innkeeper...
Alright, let's go bring the bad news to Nikolai.
You greet the old man.
we have met.
You start to tell the old man about the ghost you met in the forest.
Anna? You have seen Anna?
You explain that you saw her ghost in the forest.
Anna is in the forest? Where is she? I must go to her.
You tell Nikolai where you saw Anna, and try to explain that she is dead.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for finding my Anna. I will go to her now. I will help her find her way home. Thank you again.
Well, that can't be good. Meantime,
I believe I am on the verge of a major discovery. It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be used to create a rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. Why, if we can but manufacture Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the great Shapirian Desert. Of course, there are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there is the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream.
You say hello to the scientist.
You are always welcome in my laboratory. However, I do wish you would wipe your shoes a little more carefully before entering.
yeah.
I have been feeling a bit dehydrated lately. It is this dry mountain air. Perhaps when I complete my rehydration solution, I can do something about the problem. It is very important to understand the relationships of the scientific elements. Earth, air, fire, water, and pizza. Everything we know is made up of one or more of these elements.
Alright.
Here you
First
are,
off,
one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly. Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen
oh
collection.
right, shoot. Forgot.
Of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one.
Hey, what's this about?
You ask Dr.
Of course. Ah, you need my world-famous rehydration solution. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the elemental formula of its main ingredient. Perhaps you can help.
Alright, yeah, let's... What is our copy of protection for this? Alright, wind pizza, wind water pizza. Wind water pizza.
Yes, that sounds just right. By the way, I could use some goo for one of my experiments. It would be most kind if you could bring me some when you return for the rehydration solution. Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution should be a shoo-in for the alchemical innovation of the animal ward. It contains the prime essence of the element of water in a perfectly condensed form. The scientist never fails to observe nature. Why, if I had not gone on an observation trip in the forest, I would never have found that garden with all the rare and exotic flora. The forest outside of town is quite a fascinating area. The trees are primarily deciduous with the occasional conifer. A wide variety of fauna inhabits the forest, providing great opportunities for scientific research and occasionally excitement of other kinds. There is a beautiful garden in the forest southeast of town. It contains several varieties of plants and trees that cannot be found anywhere else in this region. I had some fascinating experimental results with the bush I dug up there. Unfortunately, I was not able to keep it alive in captivity.
Oh, you're the reason it was dug up. There was a hole there.
There used to be a bush that grew 7 different types of blossoms in the garden. There is still a tree that provides fruit in a very peculiar cycle. There are also many beautiful flowers and plants growing there. I am convinced that the garden must have been intentionally planted, as it contains specimens that are not native to this region. Whoever planted it clearly did not understand the basic tenets of ecology. Fortunately, few of the spores have spread to the wider forest so far. Oh, I do seem to be a little careless in keeping track of my scientific formulae. I have them all written down somewhere. I think it was in the margins of one of my books here. I spent some time in Spielberg last summer. Everyone there kept talking about some hero who did some sort of noble deeds there. You would think that they could find more excitement in the modern accomplishments of science. There seemed to be quite an infestation of baby Antwerps there for some reason. I took advantage of the opportunity to capture a number of them in very blunt cages for my experiments. The Baron did not even charge me very much for them. I have come to the conclusion, fortunately, there have...
Alright.
You relate the tale of your journey to Shapir, how you saved 2 cities from the evil vizier Ad-Avis and his elemental minions.
Now you are talking science. The elements are the building blocks of everything in nature. I am sure I have never heard of anyone constructing creatures purely of a single element, but it certainly makes scientific sense. You say this Ad-Avis referred to a dark master here in Moldavia? I am sure I have never heard of such a one here. There are rumors of strange goings-on in the castle, but I do not credit such tales without scientific observation to back them up.
Alright.
You say goodbye.
Be sure to let me know of any scientific discoveries you should make here in Moldavia. Rehydration may prove to be a crucial step on the way to an even more important discovery: instant water.
Alright. forgot to do something yesterday. So let's go do it now, before I forget. Alright, and that was get some fruit.
Your magical lasso floats towards the tree and plucks a single ripe...
Get our magic restore item of the day.
You take a drink of the cool water. It tastes like wild strawberries.
Alright. Alright.
Gotcha.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
You say, hello. No one's...
Alright. Oh, there you go.
You greet Igor. Igor looks up at you.
This cemetery. This where dead people buried. Igor buried them. Meet Igor. You weird stranger. Grave, hole in ground. Put person in when dead. Well, technically only large one crypt. Crypt of Borgoth's. Smaller building tomb. Not certain what distinction myself. Oh, Igor got key to crypt. Igor keep key to crypt. No disturb crypt. Not nice.
You say goodbye to Igor. Igor watches you for a second, then goes back to his work. You start to climb. You start...
Alright, that one has actual animation tied to it, so let's not do that. Actually, yeah, we picked up some... Where are they? Let's get some throwing practice in. Not that many rocks. Not any.
You grab... You grab... You grab a... You... You... You...
Alright. A little bit.
Large deciduous trees make their stand among the pines. They know how to leaf well enough alone in the fall.
Let's go visit the Rosalka. Well, let's Fight a rabbit first.
Slide spell.
No, not that.
Your weapon is now magically charged.
Or actually, yeah. Boris is also a good visit.
Good day and welcome back. Have you been enjoying your adventures around here? Good day and welcome back. I am certain.
Tell him that Olga thinks he was too lazy.
Lazy? What was there to do in a shop with no customers? Once the swamp cut off trade here, we had nothing to sell. I had nothing to do there. So just because I would sit at the inn and talk with the other men, she thought I was lazy. All she ever did was sit around and give me orders when I was in the shop. What was the point of dusting if no one came in the shop to notice the dust?
Your protection spell has worn off.
I came here to get away from a constant nagging. According to her, I could do nothing right. Here, there is peace and quiet. The castle is very quiet during the daytime, but I have heard noises and seen lights in the windows at night. The people of the town are frightened peasants. Just because no one has ever seen anyone from the castle during the day, they tell tales of monsters in the night. I have worked as a gatekeeper here for many years. I wear no garlic and fear no vampires. After all, when someone goes looking for trouble, he will always find it. Mordavia has changed little in all the time I have lived here. I have heard the wolves howl at night, but who is to say that they are werewolves? Farewell. Goodbye.
The wrong way before. Bit.
You have a strange, disquieting feeling.
Hi again. I'd hoped you'd come back. It gets lonely here with no... You know, we'd better not touch. Welcome back. You seem to be finding your way nicely in Mordavia. You sure have been a lot of places. I may have been places...
Alright. No. Nothing new here.
It was...
Ugh. Again.
Your weapon.
Alright, let's get out of here. So I forgot to give it to him before. Let's go say I did. Thank you. Let's go say hi to the doc. One, two, three. One.
Ah, it is truly a beautiful day for science, is it not, my young friend? The sun has risen right on schedule and will undoubtedly set according to the proper laws of celestial mechanics.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, goo.
That is terrific! This is just what I need for my experiments! As I promised, here is your rehydration solution.
So yeah, as I mentioned
Of course, the
the
real
last time.
process of science is exciting only to those initiated into its greater mysteries. You should seek out knowledge wherever you can find it.
I think as I mentioned during the last game's playthrough, there is no Dispel Potion this time around. Instead we have this as the equivalent, a jar of water. That's exercise.
Your legs are too stiff and sore. After some rest, there's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day. Enough.
Alright, well. Anyway, let's go back to the general store.
More missing people. Now old Nikolai is gone. What is this town coming to? So, you haven't been eaten yet.
You tell Olga that Boris didn't like being ordered around all the time.
Ah, I wouldn't have had to order him around if he would only have done his work. I just wanted the shop to be neat and clean in case anyone came in. How does he expect me to do all the work around here by myself? Gah, this was his family's business after all. It's not easy getting all the work done here by myself. I may not look it, but I'm not as young as I used to be. Now, what would you like to know about?
Oh, kinda giving someone away there.
The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then, some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you. Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night, you hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here. They say Nikolai went off to look for Anna for the last time. Maybe they're together again somewhere.
Well, is he dead? Guess we'll find out.
It's a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous and should have been torn down long ago. Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about it. So don't let your curiosity be the death of you. You take care. Don't want to see your funeral. As my husband used to say.
How about you? You have anything about Nikolai missing?
Do you need something? Or are you bothering me on general principles? What do you want? I have been hearing all sorts of stories about you lately.
Alright, well, bye.
Be careful. Try to avoid getting into
Anyway. Let's go back to Boris.
When the days are short and the nights grow long, a friendly face is a welcome sign.
That doesn't rhyme.
I am happy to know you're finding your...
Tell Boris that Olga is having trouble running the shop without him.
There is much to do to keep the shop straightened up. My family always worked together to keep it going before. If only Olga wouldn't nag me all the time. She and I used to enjoy running the shop when we actually had things to sell. What is the point of even running a shop when there is no business? Work, work, work. That was all Olga ever said to me. And it didn't matter what I did. I always did it wrong. And so she would nag. All I wanted was a chance to get away from her voice. I got so tired of being nagged one day that I walked out of town. I walked so long that it was getting dark. Then I met the master and was asked if I wanted the job as gatekeeper. I accepted and have been here ever since. I am there. I do not... Be careful.
Alright.
Farewell, and may your path lead to your goal.
You again. So, you haven't been...
Tell Olga that Boris doesn't see any reason to keep the shop open when there's nothing left to sell.
No business. You just tell that man about my avocado and garlic sandwiches. People come in and buy them all the time. If Boris talks to you again, you tell him I'm fixing his favorite sandwiches. Avocado and garlic and pumpkin wheat bread. Oh, I used to love those.
Alright.
You take care. As my...
Welcome again. It is so good to speak with you as always. The woods around here seem almost frightening at times. When you arrive, I know it is only my imagination that makes me nervous. I am happy to know you're...
You tell Boris about Olga's avocado and garlic sandwiches.
How I used to love her avocado and garlic sandwiches. We had them on our wedding night, you know. You should have seen the garlic and avocado flowers decorating our wedding cake. Oh, beautiful. And she baked the cake herself. Oh, she always was a good cook. You remind me of how much I miss my wife. I shall go back and visit her. I remember our wedding day. She was beautiful in her gown. She had even embroidered little garlic cloves and avocados around the edges. We danced the night away.
True love, I guess. You want a sandwich, bud?
You hand one of your sandwiches over to the gatekeeper.
An avocado and garlic sandwich? Why, I haven't had one of those for years. You are most kind, but I fear that it would make me homesick. Be careful in your travel.
Alright. Let's go back to Olga one last time.
Hello. So, you haven't been eating? Boris came back to visit me. We had a lot to talk about. He says he'll come back again after work. It was nice to see him. Seemed like old times.
So yeah, that's basically the end of that exchange.
Careful. The cats may explode if you touch them. They're perfectly content where they are.
But I want to pet the kitties.
It doesn't budge. Careful. Careful.
You take care. Yeah, good.
Getting late-ish.
After some rest, there's only a certain amount. You grab.
No. That was many rocks as there used to be.
You grab.
Oh.
That. You. You. That.
Alright, where's one of the trees I can try to climb?
You.
Oh.
The stream water is cold. The stream...
Hello.
You say, hello. You say,
I can't do anything with you
the stream...
yet. Let me climb a tree. No, this isn't the right way. So yeah, I'll just get that riddle out of the way now then.
The stream water... That... The stream...
Oh, here's something different. Wyverns. I don't think we've run across one of those.
You cast the protection spell. Your weapon...
So yeah, these are another poison enemy. If they get close to you. Otherwise they have that long range attack.
The wyvern has no place to carry treasure. This is one reason why dragon hunting is far more popular.
Not terribly hard to fight. Just annoying.
Your protections...
So, dead end apparently.
The stream water is...
Or is it?
You provide the area foliage with a long-winded introduction and description of your past exploits. You'd almost swear you heard the trees yawn, but it must just be the wind in the bushes.
Anyway. Yes, turns out this is the place
Magic phrase you
we had to go.
learned from the Lishi. The bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Oh, that's right, it is magic.
Yeah, because we're a wizard, we can also trigger that to get the bushes to go away. That's the non-magic way. But oh my, look at this.
With the feeling of danger. The eye sockets of the skulls glow with deadly energy. Even the hut looks hungry.
Good old Baba Yaga's back. And so is this guy too.
Go back or face thy doom. Hey, wait a second. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you're the guy that turned Baba Yaga into a frog. So what are you doing here? Trying out for the part of soup du jour or auditioning for the main course? Yeah. Good to see me again, I know. So what do you want? Don't remind me. I thought I was gonna be left behind when the hut flew the coop, but Baba Yaga picked me up later. You sure made her mad. She's back to her old self, if you knows what I mean. Other than a craving occasionally for flies and a distaste for frog legs, she's the same as ever. Call me Bonehead. I'm just hanging around like always. Danger? Around here? Nah, must be your paranoia acting up again. This place is as cozy and safe as a coffin. You can see for yourself that the hut's okay. Took it a bit to settle down from the last flight, though.
You mean the hut of brown now sit down sort of thing the last time you was by? Well, that don't work anymore. Just go up to the hut and it'll squat and let you in, if it wants you in. My eye? Not bad at all. I has to admit, you gave me a real gem.
Alright, well.
See you around.
What happens if we try to go?
I wouldn't do that if I was you, but I'm not. Don't say I didn't warn you, buddy.
Oh yeah, we get shot at.
Yeah, those other skulls don't have much to say, do they?
Well, warning shots.
Don't come back unless you got a reason to be here.
And we don't, so goodbye. Let's never say see Baba Yaga ever again.
After some rest, you feel better.
Oh, it's nighttime now. Well, now that it is dark out, let's go see if we can track down the ghost. Oh, yeah. So this is what this place looks like at night.
Beautiful music streams forth from the illuminated lantern.
Yeah, so the lantern. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it before, but if you sleep here, you also get the dreams that you get at the staff. Uh-oh.
Anna, I found you. Anna!
Nikolai, I have been trying to find you for so long.
I never stopped looking for you, Anna. Never. I love you, Anna. I loved you from the moment you smiled at me. And I will love you for always.
Oh, Nikolai. This time we will always be together.
Forever?
Forever.
The ghostly apparition vanishes. You are deep. You are... You feel it.
We came back one last time to thank you for reuniting us.
Yes, thank you so much. Without your help, I would have been lost forever.
I do not know how we can help you. This is the last you will ever see of us.
If there is anything we can do for you, please ask.
We waited so that we could thank you.
You have saved our deaths from being endless and meaningless. I shall never again be lost and alone. Nikolai and I will find our way. Being a ghost is not bad when you have someone you love with you. I have been lost so long. I do not know how I can help you. Perhaps you can talk to my friend Olga. She knows everything that goes on in town.
She married Boris Stovich, who owned the shop.
She did? She is such a lovely girl. I'm sure they are happy together. Olga will be able to tell you many things about the town.
So yeah, Nikolai sounds a lot younger now that he's been reunited with her.
I have not been so happy since the day of our wedding. It seems strange being a ghost. Still, it is better than being an old man who has lost his only love. It has been so long, and I know so little of what goes on today. Still, some time ago, there was talk in town about a stranger moving into Borgov Castle. There was much talk and many rumors about who had moved in. I do not know whether your path will ever take you to the castle, but I do know of a secret passageway to there.
Oh.
There was some talk of vampires at the time. I do not think anyone in Mordavia was actually killed by a vampire, so gradually the talk faded. My grandfather once told me that there is a secret passage that leads from the Borgov crypt in the cemetery to the castle. It was an escape route for the Borgov family when they were alive. I do not think anyone even saw the stranger. We only knew him as the Dark Master. It is an ominous title.
What about your hat?
Of course, take my hat. I have no further use for it.
You may be wondering why we have this hat, and you're not going to find out for a while.
Farewell. May you never be lost.
Farewell. May you never be lonely.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Yeah, so a sad end. So, yeah. I don't know if they expect you to do the hat thing later in the game, or the ghost quest later in the game, because the bit of the hat. But
You have the sensation of someone watching you. You sense curiosity and no immediate danger.
It is good to see you again. I hope you are enjoying your visit to Mordavia. You need to take better care of yourself, you know? It is very dangerous out at night. Why, you've been injured. Here, take this and drink it. It should help. I would be most displeased. I mean, sorry, if something were to happen to you. Come to me. I have something to show you. I warned you it is dangerous here at night, and you do not listen. I intend to teach you a lesson.
A strange feeling sweeps your body. You realize that you now know the frostbite spell.
Perhaps that will help keep you alive when I am not with you.
alright, so yeah, a lot happened here. Trina will show up outside of town a few times. If you're injured when you show up, she'll give you health potions. And she also, I forget if it's always on the first time you meet her or later, but she teaches you this. The Frostbite Cell, which is this game's offense.
I bid you welcome to Mordavia. I hope you are enjoying your stay here. There. Now you have had an official welcome from your own official welcome woman.
You tell her your name and a little about your adventures.
How fascinating. I have never met a true hero before. You must tell me more sometime.
You try out a few of your best lines on her.
You flatter me. It is nice to have someone as handsome and attractive as you say such things to me. You may call me Katrina. And what shall I call you?
Yeah, well, she didn't have her name until now, but yeah, Katrina.
The forest is a very dangerous place. Many monsters walk here, especially at night. Please, please be careful. Magic is very useful for survival in Mordavia. Use it wisely and carefully. I must go now. I hope we can meet again soon. I enjoy your company.
No, bye.
Before you can think to follow her, the young peasant girl has disappeared into the forest.
Alright. But yeah, like I said, she'll show up a few times. As far as the...
Nothing.
No, probably need to go out in the field for that. Yeah, like I said, it's a new combat spell. And it's not obvious because of the sprite work, but it's an area of effect spell. Meaning it's not a projectile. So it can't be like, reversed by a reversal spell, for example. Yeah, it's not going to really be relevant to us because that's the reason that I bring that up is a mage specific quest, but yeah, just something to know.
You deftly slip over the gate and into town. A shiver of cold comes over you.
Oh, Pietri.
There is what you like. Speak free.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're getting some good climbing practice. You're getting some you're getting some good. You hear movement on the after a few minutes.
Oh, this fucker.
Have a seat. Wait, no, better leave the seats here. But why don't you sit down on one? This show can't get on the road until you get off your load. So sit a while and enjoy yourself. Or maybe just sit.
Yeah, that's right, folks. Gnomes are back.
Thank you, thank you. I always like to meet a receptive audience. It's always good to see you. It means you're not behind my back. Pleased to meet you. I can tell by your outfit that you are no ordinary rube. Punny Bones, the name. Joke's a fair game. I'm a pro punster. Hey, I've been looking high and low for you. And I obviously wasn't looking low enough. You trying to upstage me or something? Show business is tough enough without competition from you. One day they're putting your footprints in cement, and the next day you're mixing it. So sit down, relax, and catch the show before it gets away. Be they ever so humble, there's nobody stays home. I've been on the road so long, I have flat tires on my feet. I go wherever I can tell a good joke, and many places where I can't. I'm staying at this inn for a while until I find something here. I got the last store down the hall. Visit me sometime. I'm sure we can have a few laughs together. Hey, my last tour was a great success. I outran everyone. But there's no business like show business. With me, the show must go on and on and on.
Uh-huh.
Problem is, I can't remember most of them, and the ones I do remember should have been buried long ago. I used to be worth my wit in gold, but, oh, it's a long story. Ask me about it some other time.
I don't think I will.
Good evening, ladies and germs. A funny thing happened on the way to Moldavia. I got here. I walked up to the innkeeper here and says to the guy, "Do you know how lucky you are to have such a funny guy as myself staying here?" The innkeeper says no, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it. You may as well laugh now. This act doesn't get any funnier. I sit down here for a meal and order some soup. When the waiter brings it in, I says, "Waiter, there's a fly in my soup." The waiter says, "Of course. That's the soup du jour." Am I going deaf in here? Or how can so many people sleep with all these lights on? Seriously, folks, I went to the doctor just the other day, and he said he had some good news and some bad news. What's the good news, I asked. "You only have 3 months to live," said the doc. "That's terrible. What's the bad news?" I said. The doc replied, "I'm getting married." I know I had an audience when I came in here. Anyhow, show me a guy with 1,000,000 kopecks, and I'll show you a guy who's rich. Hey, you only had to listen to this material. I'm the one who had to stand here and take it. Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been a swell bunch of seats.
Phew. The gnome has stopped speaking. Maybe he's finished telling his joke. You think about applauding, but you're not quite sure if you've heard the punchline yet.
Sure, I heard the joke.
What did you think of my performance? Was I hilarious or what? Is this an inn or a cemetery? I've had livelier times at funerals. Some help you were. Couldn't you at least have smiled a little louder? It's nights like these that make me feel like an inept idiot and a lousy laughingstock. I'd make more money digging graves. But why? And get out of show business?
Can I have my food, please?
He too is a stranger to Mordavia.
Hey, what am I, shredded wheat? If you're talking behind my back, at least have the courtesy to do it face to face.
I try to keep people entertained here.
So how come you weren't up on the stage instead of me?
I have not listened to such nonsense in all my life.
You call this a life?
Asshole gnome. How about you guys?
Well, you know I'm not a census taker over here, but there are no other gnomes in Mordavia.
No wonder.
Yeah, when they show up, there goes the neighborhood. We have no need for gnomes here.
You guys are so narrow-minded you could all look through a keyhole with both eyes. What gnome would want to work here? You guys have all the sense of humor of a wyvern with a hangover.
At the risk of waxing poetic, what need have we of fools?
Hey, you got a point. There are enough fools in here already to reach critical mass. If it pays to be ignorant, why are you guys so broke?
Somebody just shoot me.
And just when I was going to invite you to my party. There's always room for one bore.
Oh, I'll tell you, he's rough, you know? Anyone could tell better jokes than that gnome did. Where's Shaky
Yeah?
Green when you need him?
Look, I'd argue with you, but I never engage in a battle of wits with an unarmed man.
The guy's dying up there. I didn't get anything.
Hey, how could you? If ignorance is really bliss, you're the world's happiest guy.
Fellas, is it just me, or is Shecky's performance here lacking a certain sense of humor?
Are you kidding? He was rough. Get a day job.
You're right, and he wasn't very funny either.
What do you mean I wasn't funny? You guys wouldn't know a punchline if it hit you in the face. Leaving
Bye.
good night, and thanks for all the fish.
You unlock the door.
Just lock the door behind us.
You light the lamp. You light... After some rest, you...
Oh, good, he's gone.
Dinner tonight is garlic stew with vegetables. They all turn to stare at you.
Anything new from y'all? No. Alright, let's go say hi to fucking Funny Bones.
You hear some movement in the room. A voice from behind the door says, "Oops, sorry. Seems I forgot about my burglar alarm. Hope it wasn't too shocking for you."
This man must die.
Hello, how are you? Come in and have a sip, why don't you?
As you sit down, a rude noise comes from the chair seat.
Get you every time. A million laughs. How are you? Good to see you. Nice of you to drop in. Speaking of dropping in, did you hear the one about the bad waiter? Seems like he was always dropping in. Dropping in. Get it? Didn't think so. No one got a sense of humor anymore. Not even me. Hey, welcome into the inn. Pleased to meet you. Sit down, have a seat. Oh, we did that already, didn't we?
You tell about some of your adventures.
What was that you were saying about saving Spielberg?
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So you're the guy that made me lose my sense of humor. Listen, if you hadn't made Baba Yaga mad, I never would have told the joke that made her take my humor away.
Oh.
I ain't got no sense of humor. I can't get no sense of humor. And I try. Don't know why. Gotta fly. Say goodbye. What's the matter? You a music critic, so I can't tell a joke? Sue me. I'm comedically challenged. A phoebe of a fool. A dweeb dunce. As a matter of fact, I've been cursed. I'm vexed with a hex. Pathetic, ain't it? I can't tell a joke if it kicked me in the teeth. Ever since I got Baba Yaga mad at me, I got the bad joke blues. She has no sense of humor whatsoever. Let me tell you, I was just telling a joke about how some hero got Baba Baby hopping mad and fit to be towed. How was I to know she was in the audience at the time? Anyhow, Baba Yaga stands up, says some bad poetry, and the next thing I know is my jokes are jumbled and my puns are pathetic. So here I am in Nowhere Land trying to locate Baba Yaga so as I can get the curse removed and my humor returned. She has no sense of humor whatsoever. Anyhow, so here...
Okay.
Guten Tag, ask me again, I'll tell you my name. Seriously, folks, the name is Bones. Punny Bones. I'm just a jester. Professionally speaking, of course. Hey, I'm a professional fool, so don't try this at home, kid. Unfortunately, more people laugh at me than at my jokes lately. It's hard to be hilarious when your sense of humor is defunct. Punny, you should ask about that. Making jokes is in my bones, make no bones about it. But my puns have been sort of boneheaded lately. This place is really dead, you know? I've had a livelier audience in a graveyard. What do they know about humor? They think a guy falling into a mud puddle is a major joke, like lots of yucks, huh? Now, a man being tripped into a mud puddle, that's comedy. What do I hear? Let me see. Well, the talk of the town is you. No one knows how you got here or what are you doing. And they're still all a bit leery of strangers. You should see some of the looks they give me. You'd think they never saw a gnome before. Or you, for that matter.
Alright.
The chicken seems to be made out of rubber. What's rubber, you ask? You also consider how it would taste cooked in garlic. The rubber chicken squeals as you pick it up and squeeze it.
Well, you'll have to keep her now. You obviously rub her the right way. Rub her, get it?
Unfortunately.
Nice to see a friendly face around here. Catch you later, Dud. So I ask you, what do you call a dinosaur crashing into a wall? Late for supper, of course. See you later, crocodile.
Why did you turn my speed up? The hell?
You unlock the... After some rest, you are exhausted from lack of sleep.
No, not
The
before you.
domovoy is watching you from its usual place.
Good you here. Many things talk about. Many things need to do. hero talk good, hero deeds better. You help Domo boy. Help you, I will.
Alright.
Oh, many sad things in Mordavia. Many sad things need your help. Gnome need help. Nikolai need help. Yuri and Bela need help. Olga and Boris need help. Others need help. Even Domovoy need help. You help some. Maybe you help others, hmm?
Yeah, I already helped Olga, Boris, and Nikolai.
Yuri very, very sad. Innkeeper Bela very, very sad. Very, very bad thing happened. Not even Domovoy magic can help. Need hero. Need powerful hero. Someday, maybe you be powerful enough. First help me, then I help you. You help Domovoy, Domovoy help you. Not far from in bad place is. Very bad place. For sure bad place door try to kill you. Magic symbol you need. Magic symbol on door will open. In bad place, Domovoy is. Domovoy not alive. Domovoy not dead. Domovoy very dry. Domovoy you help. More help I give you. See you I will again after you help Domovoy.
Alright.
In Mordavia, many strange things are. Some strange things good, Lisi good thing to meet. Forest Lisi lives. Funny fellow Lisi is. Play games with Lisi. Lisi you help. In Mordavia, many undead things are. Some dead things not bad. Only not know they dead. Once dead thing know it is dead, peace it will have. You help good dead thing, maybe good dead thing help you. In Mordavia, many bad undead things are. At night, undead walk. From bad dead things, stay away, unless bad fight you want. In Mordavia, some bad undead things not look bad. Rusalka very, very pretty. Rusalka kill you will try. Oh, poor sad Rusalka, killed by untrue lover. Now kill others. Maybe you be kind to Rusalka. Rusalka not kill you. Then again, maybe Rusalka kill you will anyway, Castle, bad place. Nobody alive there but monsters. Very dangerous to go there. Someday you go there. Not go there now. Need to be very strong, smart, and powerful. Need to know many things. Not yet, not now. Too dangerous. You die, and no more hero for Mordavia. Soon, no Mordavia. Bad things soon happen. Bad things soon come. Very bad thing. Very, very bad thing. Great big bad thing. Need powerful hero. Need smart hero. Hero help make very, very bad thing come. Hero help make very, very bad thing go. No hero, then very, very bad thing stay. Very, very bad thing for Mordavia. In castle, many things dead, many things undead. How to really help Tanya, I not know. Staff in town, plenty powerful magic, but not know how to use it. Maybe gypsies know. Talk to gypsies.
Yeah. Alright, he's talking about stuff that we haven't really come across yet.
You help me, I help you. Many, many ways.
But yeah, the key thing there is he hinted what we need to use our rehydration potion for.
You unlock.
So let's go do that.
You push the...
Alright.
Very wet be I. Very wet and very alive. Glad am I to be alive. Happy thanks I give you. Careful you should be here. Dangerous berry it is. Feed the guard or destroy it to find the secret passage down.
So yeah, this is how to get down to the basement is that Domovoy. But yeah. We're done here for now.
You retrieve the Dark One's...
See if the Domovoy's still there.
You see that the Domovoy is here again.
Oh, good, good. Very, very good. You go bad place, you come back. Oh, very good. Oh, you did good. Domovoy very happy not to be in very bad place. Domovoy very happy not to be dried up.
Alright. You said you would help us for saving the other Domovoy. Let's hear what you have to say.
Oh, happy am I. You help me. You, I help. I help you, help others. You be plenty big hero here. Many, many hero things to do, hmm? Bad place Domovoy all better now. Bad place Domovoy now live in Burgomeister's place. Maybe good luck to Burgomeister. You help me, then I help you. You want to be big hero? You want to make many people happy? You want to make friends and influence people? First, to be plenty good hero, need to be very, very powerful. If not very skilled, you die. If not very smart, you die. Oh, no more hero. Domovoy tells story. Yuri and Bela have daughter Tanya. Lovely daughter. Laughing daughter. One day, Tanya taken away. All because of doll. Tanya, sweet, sweet child. Tanya like everyone. Then Bela have dream. Dream Tanya taken away. Bela very scared. Not let Tanya play outside. Not let Tanya have friends. Tanya gets scared of dark. Tanya many times alone at back of inn in dark. One day, monster come. Big, big monster. Friendly monster. He visit Tanya's window. He talk to Tanya. Tanya not afraid of dark. Tanya now have monster friend. One night, Tanya very, very unhappy. So monster take Tanya away. Monster want to make Tanya happy. Now Tanya gone. Tanya gone to castle. No one see Tanya leave. No one see Tanya go. No one but Domovoy. Domovoy tried to stop Tanya, but too late, too late. Tanya already outside with Monster. No tell Bela, no tell Yuri. Very bad thing. Tanya need hero. Ha, not dead parents. Only brave, powerful hero save Tanya. One night, Tanya get beautiful doll. Tanya not have doll before. Tanya love doll very, very much. Bela very, very scared. Where doll come from? Yuri very, very scared. Give doll to Tanya. Take doll away. Make Tanya very, very sad. Bela hide doll in cabinet. You take doll. Tanya love doll. Maybe you help Tanya, hmm? No talk Bela. No show Bela doll. Make Bela very scared. Make Bela very unhappy. You take doll. You take doll to Tanya someday, hmm? Someday you very powerful hero. You take doll to Tanya.
Alright.
You open the cabinet and see a lovely doll. You carefully remove the elegant doll from the cabinet and store it in your pack.
Alright.
That didn't do anything.
Take doll. Become plenty powerful hero. Then Tanya you help.
So, yeah, like, this is coming up earlier than
You unlock the...
it's probably supposed to, but, yeah. The Tanya stuff is going to be a thing later in the game. Probably shouldn't have done that now.
You retrieve the Dark One's...
Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, catch up.
You are flying in the very source of all magic. You are filled with power and the knowledge of how to use it. You create flowers dancing around you. Trees fill their branches with magical fruit as you touch them. You dance in a circle, and the very ground itself radiates peace and harmony. You sing the message of your heart, and the magic echoes around you a song of love and happiness. Then you realize that it is not you doing this. It was someone else back in time. You hear that voice calling you again. Darkness surrounds you, eats at you. The voice calls out again and you are afraid. It calls from the center of the darkness, drawing you nearer and nearer. The darkness sucks at you, pulling you towards the voice as it flays all warmth and light from you. You scream! You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
Alright. On that note, then, I'm going to call it here. So, thank you all for watching. We will, of course, be continuing this next week. So tune in for that. And tune in on Thursday for, well, another new playthrough. I might go back doing an ongoing thing since my regular Thursday on-off plans are now being moved to Fridays. So keep an eye out for that. Gonna raid Highwing now. Say hi to him. And that is all. So again, thank you all for watching. Have a good night.